I don't even know what happened.
The dog jumped on the couch and started the live.
Here you go. Yeah, so we didn't even know that it started. That literally, Dottie jumped up. I've got to reposition. I was not ready to hit the live button yet. Hold on one second.
Hey,
You want to sit up a little bit? You sit up a little bit?
Higher.
Here, I'll put this down a little bit. There we go.
Do you need me on my phone?
Huh?
Do you need me to go on my phone?
Yeah,
Or
once.
can you see them on your
Oh, I have it on my computer, so hopefully, Huh? Why are you?
I don't know.
Oh, because it's delayed a little bit, so you just moved.
Okay.
I think, right? You can get a little closer. So hey everybody, sorry we didn't realize that it had started. The dog had jumped up randomly.
Yeah, it jumped up on the couch.
And it almost knocked over the computer and the phone and everything else, right?
Yep.
It's okay.
We're going to Alaska. Alaska is going to be really fun.
Yeah. Can you sit up on something? Because it's hard to
sit on
see
my lap?
you. Or maybe if I bring this down a little bit, then we might have to.
You do.
Are those glasses giving you
Why
like
don't you sit on my lap, buddy?
You don't sit on your lap? On mommy's lap?
No.
No.
I'm
You
gonna sit
good?
up on some.
Cushions? You want some cushions?
Sure.
Oh.
Ugh.
Okay, ready?
Here, no,
Can
no.
I lean forward?
Sit up, like stand or something, and then it's like a phone book. You sit on the phone book. There we go. Now we can see you. Here, let me put a pillow behind you too. Comfy?
Yeah, come.
All right. Sorry about that. So anyway, we had a little bit of, again, technical difficulties. As usual, hopefully one day we'll get this right. But Rhett is, what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow's my last day of school. And officially my tongue is hurt, and I don't even know what to do with it, and
Do you think it's nerves? Are
Is it-
you nervous for going to kindergarten next year?
Yeah.
I'm nervous about kindergarten, but I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine because you visited kindergarten the other day, right?
Yeah, I did.
And that helped out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody's nervous about, things
New
changing. Don't
things.
put your foot in the camera. Nobody wants to see your smelly foot. Tomorrow is your last day of pre-K. What do you want to do tomorrow?
I don't know.
How do you want to celebrate? You don't know? It's okay. Well, anyway, hey out there. If you have any questions, I do have the comment box pulled up, so chat away in the comment section. That'll be awesome. We'll answer any questions or anything.
And I got my silly last.
Of course, there is some news that came out that we can discuss today, as well as anything else. We'd love to know what cruises people have coming up in the near future, what ships are going on, and all of that good stuff. What are you doing, Zoe? You having your own Lido deck dance party?
Yeah, 80s party.
Woo woo. I like those glasses. I might need to
You're
get
not
a pair.
blinking anymore.
Alright, let's just sit down. So, Rhett, I have a couple questions for you. What was your favorite ship that you've been on thus far?
So my favorite ship was the Horizon and the Mardi Gras
Oh, yeah?
and the Mardi Gras.
What did you like about the Horizon?
The Horizon, a donkey.
The cruise director donkey was your favorite part of the Horizon?
Yeah.
Was the Horizon your favorite ship? If you had to pick one very, very favorite, which would it be?
I liked all the ships.
All of them.
You like them a little bit about each one of them. They're all kind of special.
Yeah, some.
Hey, Matthias. I don't know if I said that right, but hey, how are you doing this evening? Thank you so much for joining.
Hi.
You say hi, yeah. What is your favorite thing to do on the cruise ships?
The ice cream and go to the arcade.
Yeah, arcade. What about the slides? Did you tell them how excited you were to go down on the big slide for the very first?
I was really afraid. I was really afraid how the yellow slide on the Mardi Gras how was, and it was fun.
It was fun, right?
Yeah.
When did you do it for the very first time? Do you remember?
The second time.
Well, do you remember what day it was? It was a very special day.
You're right, though. It was the second time on the ship.
Yeah? You don't remember the day you did?
My birthday.
Oh, what birthday was it?
It was my March 9th.
March 9th.
March
was your birthday.
9th.
How old did you turn?
5.
Oh, Mr. Don Weber said we could be ice cream buddies. He loves ice cream. You want to ask him what his favorite flavor is?
Mhm.
Go ask him.
What's your favorite ice cream?
And what is yours, Rhett?
Mine is strawberry and a vanilla and chocolate.
So all of them.
And I also like sprinkles on the top.
Sprinkles are good
Oh.
on top. Really yummy.
Matthias said he went on the Mardi Gras right after the man was overboard. Oh man, that must have been like an eerie
That's when
feeling just that day. Were we on?
I think that's when
We might have been on the same cruise
I
actually.
think that's when we were on it too. April.
It was April 16th, I think,
Okay.
Matthias. Was that the same one that you were on? Oh, Don likes chocolate, and he likes sprinkles on his. That sounds amazing. You're a little messy with chocolate, but
Yeah.
as long as he's not wearing a white shirt, it's okay. Yeah, we must have been on the same cruise, Matthias. That's crazy.
And I like bananas.
Yeah. Wait, bananas, you said? Or
Would you say Andy like what?
I like bananas.
what?
I said bananas.
Bananas.
Oh.
Is bananas.
Yeah, that's how you speak in Spanish.
Can you sit up though?
Yeah.
Because they can't really see you when you're slouched down like that.
Yeah, there you go, like that. Much better.
So what else do you like doing on ship? What was your favorite cabin?
The back of the Venture Ulysses.
About the
The
aft.
aft balconies. Because
Yeah.
you probably don't remember the last time you had the aft on the sunrise.
I do.
You
on
do?
the sunrise?
Do you remember when we went through the Panama Canal? That was
Yeah,
when we were,
after-
I think,
balcony,
2
I'm
years
sure.
old. Do you remember who the cruise director was?
Donkey.
Nope.
No.
It was the Flying Scotsman.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
That was your first cruise. It's okay.
Yeah. Many cruises later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Miracle is going to be my 11th cruise.
Yeah.
That's right.
Where are we going on the Miracle?
To Alaska.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing, huh?
What are you gonna see in Alaska?
Whales.
Yeah.
And what else is gonna be hot?
No, it's going to be cold. Like, and freezing.
So Matthias asked.
Yeah, but good thing
Sorry.
we're going to have hot cocoa on the ship.
Yeah, we're gonna
Hot cocoa, lots of hot chocolate. Matthias asked, "Did you ride the Orange Thunder?" That was the orange water slide.
I'm not like the one.
You didn't. You weren't on the orange. So I did the orange slide, and it was amazing.
It's
But
cool.
he's just tall enough to ride the yellow and the blue, but we couldn't get him to ride on the blue one because of, I think it was like the added component of holding a raft and going down the water slide. So you were a little nervous to do that, right?
I'm nervous.
Yeah, it's okay.
Maybe
Next time.
I'm never going down the blue slide.
Never?
You'll go down it one day. It'll just take some time. But yeah, I went down the orange one. It was so I did it. I
The
don't know.
orange slide, I'm going to be nervous about it because it drops down.
Yeah, because you're scanned in remember the capsule, and then the employee presses the button, and it counts down 3, 2, 1, and it just drops.
I don't like that slide because I don't like when it goes really fast.
You don't. That's all right. Maybe when you're a little older.
I don't want, maybe me, I don't even know if I'm going on if I'm going on there. I'm a little nervous about that.
Hey, Adventures Ahead! Thank you so much for joining. I just found their channel actually. A little bit. I think it was. I can't remember
Say hi.
if it was a
Say
couple
it
days
yourself.
ago or not. But really great stuff. Love the content. I'm looking forward to viewing your video a little bit later today. NES Evolution. Hello, Matt Foley for the win. Matthews, it's scary. I only wrote it like 2 times. I must have went down it like 8 or 9 times, but after the first couple of times, I was still so scared to go down it. It was really weird. Like usually you get used to like rides or whatnot. What are you doing? Whispering.
To tell them that I got a new backpack.
Oh yeah, so he had his technically tomorrow is his last day of preschool, but he got a I guess like a backpack as like a going away gift or whatnot for graduating pre-K. So he was very excited. He wanted
And I
to.
love my mommy.
I love you.
What am I, chopped liver? Let's see. Try the ultimate abyss on the Harmony. Don, is that the one without water? Is that like the one that goes from like the top deck down to? I don't know if it's down to the bottom deck, but I want to know. I feel like it's like 10 or more stories tall. Hey, thanks. Have you rode Elation? Do you mean have we sailed on Carnival Elation, Mattias?
We have.
Oh, thank you for thank you. It's yeah. I love he's one of the greats. He died way too early. Wish he was in way more videos here. And then he loves your Nintendo shirt.
Oh.
What's Nintendo shirt name?
Who's
That
on
means
your
all your
shirt?
characters.
Who's on there?
Who's your favorite character?
I can see that he
Yoshi.
knows that's the Switch. He doesn't know it as Nintendo.
Yeah.
He
So
knows
let's
it's the
say
Switch.
that Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yoshi. But you play Yoshi on the Switch, the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, we've done the Carnival Elation, but that was before Little Man was born. We really enjoyed it. We were actually looking at the one from Jacksonville. I think that's where it's at of right now. Because we want to get on a fantasy ship before they are no more. Rhett is really concerned about the Ecstasy being scrapped here at the end of the year, and he hasn't been on a fantasy ship yet, so we're going to see if we can get on one, but I know they probably all 3 of them don't have much more time in service, so we're hoping we can get on one of the smaller ships. Our next one is the Miracle, July 15th out of San Francisco. That's a back-to-back, so that'll be really cool. Oh, Josh! Oh, from Adventures Ahead, awesome. Now I didn't recognize the username, so thank you for letting me know.
Oh, hang on. Where you going?
Don said, okay, so that Abyss slide, it's a non-water slide. You going this way? It's a non-water slide, but it goes from, I think you go into like a sack or something, I want to say, and like you go from deck 16 all the way down to 6, and it's just like a straight drop. It looks pretty cool.
Sounds
It's like
pretty cool.
I want to say it's like pink or purple, and it's like a sea creature like mouth that you go down.
That's
It's
pretty
pretty
cool.
cool. They've got some like definitely neat features. We've only been on one Royal Caribbean cruise, and that was the Adventures of the Sea back last July. We want to get on more Royal, but of course we've done quite a bit of Carnival. Like Rhett said, this will be his 11th cruise coming up here shortly. So he's just as obsessed as we are. Oh, you're showing
He's
them.
got scissors.
He,
Yep.
he got his little prizes today.
You open it.
Love a back-to-back cruise. Yeah, so we just did our very first back-to-back on the Horizon last July, and we absolutely loved it. Not only was there, maybe half capacity, so like we literally got, service all day long. Everybody was so nice, but just the process of going through the back-to-back and like having that feeling, because me and Michelle always get it, and now little man, like at the end of the cruise, that last like day or two, you get like those cruise blues where you can't really enjoy the last day because you know you're going home, you're getting off the ship soon, and doing the back-to-back, obviously you don't get that feeling, and it postpones it till the next week, so it's an amazing feeling. And what are you doing? Those are some fancy scissors.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, let's put them down though, because I don't know how sharp they are.
They don't cut anything there. They're
Oh.
children's scissors.
Oh, okay. I've never
They'll
seen
cut
that.
paper. That's enough.
Gotcha. Very cool though.
And you can cut your hair with that.
I don't think those are like meant just for cutting like maybe construction paper.
But don't try to cut your hair.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's see. One ride's okay, so let me catch up. One ride's a sack, and make sure you don't touch the walls on the way down. Scariest ride I've been on in years. It sounds really crazy. Really looking forward to doing that. Maddie's asked, did you ride the Bolt? Yes, me and Michelle did. Of course, little man couldn't. What? Yeah. Yeah, you can talk.
Oh, well, yeah.
We did the Bolt the very first time on the Carnival Mardi Gras, and of course we did the Mardi Gras 3 times. But honestly, we're lucky we did it like the first sea day on the very first sailing, because it was shut down a lot, like between the sea days and then the weather and just it being down for maintenance and stuff. So we were lucky to get on. It was a lot of fun. Okay, please, baby. It was a lot of fun, and we wanted to do it again. We actually had it, I think, booked, or we were gonna book it. Do you remember?
I think it was closed the second time we tried to do it. It was because of wind or something. Like I think we reserved it, but then it ended up being canceled because it was windy.
Gotcha. Have you heard any more about the Freedom? Is it going to continue its schedule? So yeah, they actually sent a letter to the guests earlier this evening. So I'll try to remember it the best I can. Basically, they are being docked in Grand Turk for the remainder of their cruise, and they're having Carnival Conquest. Pick that. It's either Glory or Conquest. I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly, but they're having another Carnival ship in the same class pick them up. However, it's going to take them a couple of days to get there. I believe they're going to arrive on Saturday, disembark the guests, and then they are going to board the other ship that's picking them up. They'll get them on that evening, and then they will make their way back to Port Canaveral, which I believe they said they'll arrive there on Monday. So they're actually getting a couple of days extra of the cruise, which, I mean, I don't think anybody would complain about. They are also getting...
You say that, but then again, people have jobs to get back.
Well, yeah, I know.
It's a tough one.
But, I mean, honestly...
I would be happy.
But employers will see that,
Yeah.
obviously it's all over the news, and I mean, they've got to understand that there's nothing they can do, so, hopefully they have some sick time, personal time, whatever the case is. But they are getting $100 of onboard credit to spend for those extra few days. They're getting their internet packages extended. There's a couple other services they're getting extended for free. I think it was their prepaid gratuities are not going to cost them any extra, and then they're also getting 50% off on a future Carnival cruise. So, I mean, I think that as far as you know, obviously I'm not on the ship. I don't know what the situation is,
Mommy,
but
tell my tablet upstairs.
you know, I would imagine that people are pretty happy with,
What?
you know, that it seems like everybody was okay, nobody was hurt, which is the main thing, and you know, I think Carnival does guess very well when things do go wrong because accidents happen. Unfortunately, it's happening at Carnival a lot lately, so hopefully, you know, they can get out of the news or in the news for better reasons, because it seems like they're in the news a lot lately, but we'll see what happens. Let's see here. Isn't that the best when everyone else has cruise blues and you get to stay on the ship? Absolutely is. Don said smile, Michelle.
Oh, sorry.
We love having Little Man on camera, but he gets very
I'm watching
rambunctious.
him,
So he's everywhere while I'm trying to talk. So that's why I'm like kind of pausing and breaking up, and she's really not talking at all at the moment, because we're trying to concentrate on like where he's going or what he's
what
doing.
he's getting into, bringing out scissors, a backpack,
Yeah.
an airplane,
Yeah.
everything.
Alright, so I was supposed to, but it was canceled on Friday and Thursday. Wait, where were you supposed to go, Matthias? Sorry, I must have missed an earlier comment, or maybe I just forgot what I was talking about. Were you talking about Bolt? Was that what you were saying? Alright. Brett, do you want to get ready for bed?
No,
No. Are you going to talk?
no, I want my tablet.
No.
Upstairs.
No.
Yes.
Okay, the Bolt. Yeah. 5-year-old and 5 year. Thank you for the update. 5 years old and puppies. Yeah. Alright, can you read these while I talk, please?
Sure.
And then I need. Come here, you. Oh.
Oh, is he leaving?
What?
Did I miss any comments? Sorry, I was trying to talk and read at the same time, and it just was not working out whatsoever. So I apologize for that. Let me know if you have any other comments or questions while Michelle now can read the comments, since the little man is not showing us things at the moment. Sorry about that. There was also a situation on the Magic that I heard about where apparently people were getting a little bit sick from fumes or something like that, and there's a little bit of investigations going on there. So
Someone's like going on the ship, or
well, you're really low again.
someone's going on the ship. I don't know.
Going on the ship. I don't know.
You were talking about that earlier.
Yeah. I went on a Carnival Elation 2 times and the Carnival Mardi Gras 1 time. Very, very cool. Our favorite class right now, I think, is of all the cruises, what is your favorite ship and itinerary? So we haven't been on the Dream class in a while, but we really do enjoy the Dream class. We've been on the Dream and the Breeze. We've been trying to get on the Magic here recently. It just hasn't happened, but hopefully we can get on it soon. But we really love the wraparound outside decking on the promenade deck with the hanging off hot tubs. We just really like that concept, and it's just a really cool space to walk around, take pictures, just hang out in general. And we think those are nice sized ships, but with like the less guest capacity.
Yeah.
So like we were docked right next to the Carnival, the Carnival Dream when we were on the Mardi Gras, and the Dream was a little bit smaller, but it wasn't really like very noticeable, size smaller, and it has 2,000 less guests on it, 2,000 to 2,500. So you have, a pretty much a large ship still, but with less guests or whatnot. Thank you guys so much. The NES Evolution, you guys have a great one. Thank you so much for joining. Do you watch Spider-Man No Way Home on the Mardi Gras? We did not watch it on the Mardi Gras, but we did see it.
We saw it.
So I saw it the premiere night. I think Michelle was supposed to join me that evening, but then something happened, and I actually ended up going alone, which was really weird.
I don't think sitter canceled or something.
Yeah, I think our
Something.
babysitter canceled, and I had 2 tickets, and they were giving away like that NFT thing, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna go. I have the tickets. Of course, I'm super into it, and so I just went. But I think it was the first time ever I went to a movie theater by myself, so it was kind of weird, but also a really cool experience, especially for No Way Home. It was obviously an amazing movie, and I grew up. I'm 36 now, so I grew up with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield as my Spider-Man. To see them back on screen together with Tom Holland was really, really cool. So definitely enjoyed that. Since then, I actually went to one other movie by myself too.
I think again.
It was Batman, and then
Sitter
Sitter canceled again, and so saw Batman, which was also really good. So Adventures A, catch you next time, brother. Of all the cruises, and so itinerary, John. What is your favorite itinerary?
I like Cozumel.
You
My favorite
like
island,
Cozumel.
but I really like the ABC ones too.
So we did. So as far as like the Caribbean goes, I really love like Grand Turks and Bonaire, Aruba, Curacao. Those islands are really, really nice. I also like the St. Thomas, Tortola. We haven't been to St. Martin, St. Kitts, but those islands are very beautiful as well. But we did a cruise out of Barcelona on the Carnival Vista. It was our only European cruise, but it was absolutely amazing. We did, of course, left from Barcelona, went to Palma de Mallorca, went to a few stops in Italy, did one stop in France, and maybe one other stop, but awesome time. So that was probably our favorite itinerary. Very, very busy week because it was all 7 days. I like any itinerary that does not include Nassau. Yeah, Nassau. So one thing I will say about Nassau, so we've been to Nassau obviously a bunch of times, but
we're right there with them though. Like we don't usually get off at Nassau.
Yeah, but I will say we did stay in Nassau before we did the Royal Caribbean Adventure of the Seas cruise, and we got there a couple days early because of course it was still during the pandemic or whatnot, because it was July of last year, and we stayed at the Margaritaville Resort, which was brand new at the time, and it was absolutely beautiful. I mean, we got amazing rooms with, like, everything was brand new, breathtaking balconies. You saw the cruise ships come in and out, each and every day, whether they were leaving from there or, ported there for the day. The resort itself had pools. Now they have lazy river, water park, all that good stuff. They have a beach. So if you do go back to Nassau, I would recommend going to Margaritaville Resort for the day. I mean, of course, it'll be a little pricey, but it's absolutely beautiful. Clean, staff is amazing. And I can't believe I'm saying that about Margaritaville, because, like, anytime we've been to Margaritaville, like,
we don't
bar
usually go to
or
Margaritaville
restaurant,
either.
it's usually like super overpriced and hard, like just basic food, but the resort is breathtaking. So I would happily stay back there again, and you can walk to it. It's about a 10-minute walk, but of course you can take a taxi as well, or a lot of people.
It's near Junkanoo Beach.
It's right before Junkanoo, so I'm sure if you've been to Nassau, several times, you know where that is. Did we watch any movies on the big screen? So we actually watched Clifford the Big Red Dog because it was on during the day. And actually,
Raya and her dragon. We've seen
Raya the dragon, the last dragon. But yeah, so Clifford was on the big screen during like the middle of the day. I think maybe we were in like Nassau or a place where we didn't get off. We were docked for the day, and it came on, and Rhett was totally into it, and me and Michelle are just like hanging out, like half paying attention, and we start like giggling a little bit, and we're like, yes.
I love
Like, at the end
it.
of the movie, like we're like, honestly, I'm not mad, man. I watched it; it was pretty funny.
Well, it was when like we were still so restricted, so we didn't really have a choice. Like we still had to do the bubble tours, and they were selling out. Like so, we spent a lot of cruises not getting off of the ship
Yeah,
this past year, which is fine. We still had a great time. So yeah, we've seen a lot of the daytime movies.
yeah.
A lot of the daytime.
We've seen a lot of just the cruise ship in general because, like Michelle said, we did what 6 or 7
Yeah.
during like the pandemic with Rhett. So, and of course, camp wasn't open when we first started. So we were hanging out with them all day, which we knew. I mean, we knew going on, what the deal was. We couldn't get off the ship unless it was a bubble tour and yada yada. And we just had a great time. We made the most of it, but there were a lot of parents that had little ones that did not maybe read the rules or not know, what to go, do, or maybe the rules didn't apply to them, but there were a lot of angry people on the ships that we were on, especially on the Horizon, I remember.
Because that was right when they started, so people really didn't-
Yeah, so that was hard because then like parents would come up to us and like they ask us if we knew and like what and we're
It
like
was just hard to like constantly be. We were so happy to be back on a ship,
yeah
and then just to constantly be surrounded by people complaining, and there's only so like we spent a lot of time at the water park, so it was like you were at the water park with all the other parents, and they were all complaining. You couldn't
yeah
really leave and go somewhere else because you have a kid and they want to go to the water park, so it's.
yeah
It was fun. We still have a great time. Like I said, Brett says that's his favorite cruise, or cruise director, I guess.
yeah. Well, we had such an intimate experience on the Horizon because again it was like 50% maybe, and it's a very large ship, of course. So at 50%, you feel like you have the whole ship to yourself at certain times. So we got a lot of one-on-one time with the captain and the cruise director, and just the staff in general. Me and Rhett would go to breakfast and Michelle would hit the gym in the morning, and every single crew member would come up to Rhett to make sure that he had what he needed, whether it was milk or more cereal or whatever the case was, and he loved it, they loved it. He would talk to them for 30 minutes at a time because he's very we need to do lives in the morning because he would talk all day long. At night, at this time, because he had school today, then we went to the pool for a little bit. So he's usually in bed at 7, so it's wind down time for him. So hopefully during the summer we can get on maybe earlier or whatnot, and he'll be a little bit more active. But here today, we're tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for joining. I love your channel name.
I love that name.
I've been subscribed for quite a while. Love what you guys do. Keep it going. At least water has reopened. At least
Club O2.
Oh, Club O2. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all open at this point, Don. So no matter status, Camp Ocean is open from age 5 to 11. Circle C and Club O2 are both open. The only thing that is closed is for under 5 at this point, so it's 2 to 4, and I'm guessing that's staff shortage or something like that. Now the hours when we went, he was actually able to. Excuse me.
Can I do a hard
You want to give a hug? Are you going to
Go
bed?
to bed?
He's tired. But the hours of the clubs were a little bit limited, but we were just happy that they were open. And Rhett was so excited that the camp was open because he had been waiting to go. He first went right before the pandemic when we went on the Vista. When did we go on the Vista?
February of 2020.
Yeah, so right before
Right before.
the world ended, shut down, we were on the Vista, and so that was the last time he was at Camp Ocean, so he's really excited to get back. Our daughter just turned 2 back in March, so we have not been able to put her in any of the camp. Yeah, that's rough. But I mean, they just announced the 5 to 11's open, so hopefully they'll be opening it to that 2 to 4 shortly. Hopefully, maybe before the end of the summer. That would be amazing. You'd have to think that they're going to get back there. I think right now the only thing that's holding the cruise companies back as far as being short staffed is not that they don't want to pay or not want to have the crew there, but just the work visas and the mandates of the vaccines and all of that are really kind of just making the process really slow, because of course a lot of the people that were loyal as far as crew members that have been on the cruises forever, whether it's Carnival, Royal, Norwegian, Disney, whatnot, they had to find new work because the cruise ships, some of the lines paid them for, a little bit of the time that they weren't there. But, yeah, it's got to be rough to get people trained and back on the ship. So it'll be a process. Hopefully we'll be completely back to normal, by this time next year. Were you ever woken up by the speaker in the morning going, "Good morning, Mardi Gras family"? Oh yeah, by Lee, absolutely. His voice is so sweet that it's like, you know what, I'm not even mad. Yeah, we've had him. I love the cruise directors that have like the slogans in the morning, like Lee and Donkey has the voice from above, and we haven't had Dr. E, but we know his saying the "Very Good Morning" song, so plus probably a ton that I'm forgetting. I don't know if Flying Scotsman has a signature sign off or anything, but he's wonderful. What is some of the best cruise directors that you guys like or have had, or is a cruise director something that you look at when you're booking a cruise, or is it just kind of like a bonus to have a certain name?
So Don asked, what about Charleston, South Carolina, and Carnival not getting along?
Yeah, it's cruising.
So
So yeah, Charleston. If you don't know, we live north of Charleston in a little fishing town called Murrells Inlet, South Carolina, and we've been here for 12, 13 years now, and ever since we got here, we've basically heard that Charleston does not want cruise ships there for whatever reason, and I think it's a lot of people that were born and raised in that area that have the opinion that cruises bring pollution and dirty and this and that, and they don't want the extra traffic, which I understand their point, but I feel like once the money does go away, that they'll figure out that they made a huge mistake. It is my opinion anyway. I don't know. I mean, maybe they can deal without it. I mean, the Charleston area is very popular anyway. It's very touristy. I mean, people don't just go there for cruising. There's tons of history, scuba diving. I mean, you name it, Charleston has it. But I say that, and we live about an hour and a half away, and we've only been to Charleston pretty much to cruise. We visited twice. Besides that, to do other things. That was visit some friends, and then I think we did rock climbing one time for my birthday or something like that.
That was like a morning,
Yeah, it was just like a day trip.
We went down there and did rock climbing. I think had lunch and came home.
Yeah.
We were home by probably 2:00.
Yeah, but yeah, so South Carolina Port Authority is not extending the contract. Carnival, and it doesn't sound like any other cruise companies are going to be docked in Charleston for after the 2024 for the foreseeable future. But from what I was reading, Carnival is already kind of trying to think outside the box and see maybe there's another South Carolina port that they can do something with, or maybe another port in a neighboring state, whether it's Georgia or North Carolina. So even though we love Charleston, obviously the area, I mean, I would say the port itself is kind of a mess as far as getting in there, dropping your bags off. It's unorganized. It's not the cleanest. It's
Well, it's weird because they just did like upgrading down there.
well, yeah, they built
It's
amazing
after
like
that.
condos and stuff, but the terminal
No, you know, the
area.
port itself, like they
I think you need to talk a lot louder.
they just did the whole where you check in and stuff. They just made that whole new building right there.
Yeah, but it's
It's
still,
not-
it's like,
it's not
as
like-
far as like, I mean, if you think about Charleston, like terminal and their parking area and stuff like that, and then you think of Charleston, like, it's
Well,
night
yeah,
and
no,
day.
I understand.
Obviously, they do a lot more cruises and cruise ships and a lot more volume, but still, like, they haven't invested in the money for a reason, you know? And it's apparent. Let's see. Matthew, Don, okay, so Don said Flying Scotsman, so talented, absolutely. He is, so our previous favorite cruise director was Matt Mitchum. I'm sure you've heard the name before. He was absolutely amazing. We had him on the Vista for the Barcelona cruise, but Flying Scotsman has become our new go-to favorite. He is just singing, dancing, such a showman. His storytelling is absolutely amazing. Hey SCT, how are you guys? Why are you on my video? Go enjoy your cruise. They are on a cruise right now. If you guys don't know SCT, they're amazing, family that cruises all the time, and they are on the Carnival. I forget exactly. I know you left from New Orleans today. I forget exactly what ship you're on if you want to drop it, but they've been doing lives on the ship. They just got on today. They did a live sail away. It's just a short video to say hello, but much appreciated that. It looks like the weather was great. So stop watching this and go have fun. Let's see here. All the cruise directors are fine. I've never felt one that stood out to me yet. So yeah, I don't know if you've had Flying Scotsman. He's really, really good. Also, Donkey is wonderful. Mike Pack was really good, but now he's in like a lead cruise director role. Now I'm jealous, Don said. Let's see. The amount you all need cruise, you need to move to Orlando so you're not too far. Listen,
Yes.
Michelle has been telling me that for about a year now, so we're just gonna pretend you didn't comment that because I'm gonna have to hear that for the rest of the night. But I agree, we probably do need to move at least to a closer port. But we love it. Our town here, we're right next to the beach, 10 minutes from the beach, 5 minutes to the Intercoastal River. We got fishing, we've got amazing bars, live music. I mean, and the prices when we bought was in 2015 were still relatively low, especially compared to what they are today. So it's just hard to even think about, moving from what we have because at this point we're not going to get anything close to what we have. So I think we're kind of in a situation where we're just stuck at the minute, but it's a good situation to be in, so no complaints. Let's see. Just dropping by from the Valor for a moment. That's awesome. You guys are going to have a terrific time. We've been on the Valor once, but it was a while ago. I can't remember how long, but it's been at least 10 years. Oh, dog, he jumped down. Thought he was going to knock the camera down. What is our dog's name? So she is a foster dog. Her name is Dottie. We've had her for about 6 or 7 months, and she has basically been a pound dog. She's about 4 years old. We don't know her backstory too much, but she came from a kill shelter and then another shelter called All for Paws basically saved her at the last minute there, and then we became foster parents for dogs after R2 passed away. We got them pretty much the same time, and they passed last year within 6 months of each other, and that was really, really hard. And it was weird to not have any animal sounds in the house at all, though. So we weren't ready to get another dog, but we wanted an animal to help. So fostering was the best thing for us, and honestly, it's been absolutely amazing. We hate to see them go, but we love to see them go at the same point because obviously they find their new forever families, and All for Paws does a good job at doing applications and these things. So we know that they're going to good places. But we've had her the longest. She because she's been in the pound for so long. She's not the greatest with other dogs and stuff like that, but she's been doing good ever since we had her. She's really kind of turned a corner. So hopefully we can find her forever home soon. But we love having her while she's here. Let's see. I live in Florida, been here all my life, and we are ready to get out. Where are you guys thinking about going? Like out west somewhere, or just sick of? What are you sick of? The heat, the congestion, a little bit of both. Matthias, I have a dog. I've had her for around 5 to 6 years. Her name is it Mira? That's awesome. What kind of dog is she? What kind of breed? Dottie is a mixed. She's a pit bull, but we're not sure exactly what she's mixed with. But she's so sweet. I mean, all she does is sleep all day. She honestly feels like she's like 10 or 11 years old because, like I said, she just sleeps all day. She goes out to go to the bathroom. She pretty much comes back in, or if it's a cool day, she just hangs out in some shade. So it's she's really, really easy. So that's obviously good, especially with Rhett being young. He gets a little nervous with the bigger dogs. Let's see. Oh, Chihuahua. Very nice, very nice. We will travel around in a trailer for a year or two trying to find home. We'll probably end up in the tri-state area. Very cool. I love the idea of traveling like around in a trailer RV type situation. But I don't think Michelle could ever do that just because she gets like nervous in cars or whatnot, and she just hates being in them all the time. So I don't think we could ever do that, but it would be cool to like visit different areas and kind of get a feel for exactly where you want to be or where you're going. Stopping at all the cruise ports in the States along the way. Yeah, that's a great idea. I would love to like one day be able to travel from every cruise port. We've done quite a bit of them. We're doing, like I'm sure you guys know, we're doing San Francisco next month for the first time, which will be really cool because we're going to go under the Golden Gate Bridge. We're spending a couple of days in San Francisco before the cruise, so we'll get some really good video of that. First time in San Francisco. I was in San Diego when I was in the Marine Corps before we went to Iraq. We were able to visit a couple of weekends prior to going overseas, and we ended up doing San Diego one weekend, and then I think we did Las Vegas for the other 2 weekends. But we love both San Diego, and of course I was 20 when I went to Las Vegas, so obviously being 20 is pretty awesome in Las Vegas, although we couldn't technically drink, but everybody knew we were going overseas, so we had a couple of drinks here and there. Thank you very much, Don. I do appreciate that very much. It's been forever since I've been out, though. It feels like a whole different life. You going to bed? You want to say goodnight real quick?
Good night.
You want to step over here so I can see you?
Good night.
All right. I love you. Okay. I love you.
Oh my gosh.
I'll see you in the morning, okay? Last day of school. Woo woo.
Woohoo!
Fist pump. All right. Michelle's bringing them up. All right. So we got a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to probably hop off for the evening. I know it was last minute. We were supposed to do a collaboration with Lovey's Fat Life, which is another YouTube channel, and Mike, one of the creators, Mike and Michelle, messaged me and said that they were having some computer issues yesterday, and he was trying to get it figured out all day today, and then at the last moment they had to cancel. So this was kind of last minute. Usually we have something kind of like planned, whether it's a certain conversation or topic, excursion, destination, whatever. But today was so last minute. But we felt bad that, we potentially were going to cancel. So we wanted to at least do something, come on, and, chat, answer questions, and just have a little bit of fun. Unfortunately, Rhett is not feeling well either this evening. I don't know if he ate something earlier at school, but he's been complaining about his stomach a little bit today. So hopefully he'll be okay. We'll watch him tonight, but hopefully he can get to his last day of school tomorrow because, like I said, it's his last day of preschool. He's excited but nervous about kindergarten, but we'll be doing a lot of pool and beach. Good show, fair winds and trailing CCU, and tell Michelle she needs to smile. Yeah, she does. Well, she is nervous on camera. She just started doing this recently, so that's the first thing. And then the second thing, of course, is having Rhett up at this time and him, off camera doing things. She's just trying to keep an eye on him, as we both are. So it's hard, but next time we'll all be a little bit livelier and have more of a plan. So I'm sorry that it was kind of unorganized this evening, but hopefully you guys had a little bit of fun and, conversation, to go with it. So we just appreciate you guys being here and chatting with us a little bit. But I will take any other questions real quick, and then I'm going to sign off for the evening. I'll wait for a few. Have you ever been to Dins? Dins. What is Dins? Matthias, I'm not sure what Dins is. And I think there's a little bit of a delay here. Disney. So, as far as Disney cruise, no, we have not been on a Disney cruise. But me and Michelle have been to Disney World in Florida. We did Universal and we did SeaWorld. That was before we had Rhett, though. She had never been, and I had been there when I was little, when my parents took me. So when we first got together, we decided to go there so she can experience it. And we had a great time. Very expensive. And we do want to take Rhett at some point, but I think we're going to wait until he's just a little bit older. Because right now he's still, if he has a busy day where he's, out in the sun or beaching, pool, like typically he'll still nap for a little bit. And we don't want to go to Disney or one of those parks and then have him be either really tired and not enjoying it or cranky. We want to have him experience it all to the fullest, have a great time. So we'll probably wait another, maybe 2 years before we go back there. Michelle's a really big Harry Potter fan, so and honestly, I enjoy Harry Potter too, but she wants to go to the Harry Potter world, which I believe is part of the Universal experience. I may be wrong. I'm not on my up and up with Disney stuff or Universal for that matter. But one day we'll get there. We were actually thinking about going on right before the Mardi Gras cruise in December of last year. We did the New Year's Eve cruise, and we were trying to possibly go either before or after, but it didn't work out because I think you needed to not only get tickets, but you also had to get on some reservation list or something like that, and it was just kind of a last second thought, and it just didn't work out, unfortunately. I usually go every year, but sometimes we change it up and go on a cruise. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we would be all for going to Disney as well. It's just when we compare prices, whether it's a Disney cruise or Carnival Royal cruise, it always seems like it's a lot more, and then it's usually a lot shorter too. And then if you're going to the parks and all that, we would definitely spend more staying outside of Orlando or at Disney, with between hotel reservations, food, park passes, all that stuff, souvenirs. Like it would just be so much more expensive. So we always kind of just lean more back towards a cruise. But like I said, we'll get there again probably in the next year or two. I know my brother, he lives up in New Jersey still, and he's wanting to take his kids there. So we've been trying to figure out like a date or time to do that. So we will get back there. It'll just be a minute. All right, guys. Well, I am going to log off. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know, like I said, it was last second, unorganized. It will be better next time. And hopefully, Rhett will be out of school. He'll be feeling better and he'll be lively, and Michelle will be smiling next time. But thank you guys so much. Hopefully I'll see you right back here on a live, my next video, or on a cruise one day. Have a great one, guys.